Well, hey, welcome back to my bait cave. I had a little time this afternoon for a video, so I got a recipe I'd like to share with you guys. It's kind of an older recipe that I haven't fooled with in a while. It's called Texas Gold Rush. See if I can get all that in there. There's going to be a few changes on it, like the 40 drops of black grape. I'm moving it down to 20 now because I like it lighter color, but this top part is basically my recipe for June bug, and half of it is you can use 156 or 109 green pumpkin. Today I'm gonna use 109 because it's a little bit of lighter color, and I'd like that. And as far as the flakes go, I think I'm gonna stick with that. And for the equipment I'm gonna use today, I want to do some more tubes, 4-inch tubes. This time of year, I like to bounce these slowly off of a lot of riprap and stuff. But one thing I haven't made in a long time are these 4 3/4-inch hammers. This time of year, I'm thinking I need them because I want to pair them. My plan with the hammers is to use them with these herring heads. I got a 3/4 and a 1 ounce. And I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use them with an underspin, and they're gonna be skirted. So I got to finish putting the eye in these. These are just something I had laying around. I was trying to think of a way to use them. I remember I had this hammer mold. I haven't used it in forever, so be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And then lastly, I'm gonna, if I have enough juice left in the injector, there'll be some 3.5-inch phantoms. I know it seems like I make a lot of these phantoms, but I go through a lot of them. I use them for almost everything. Sometimes I just use them all by themselves on a Texas rig or something like that. It's a very versatile grub. And for today, I think I'm gonna stick with this 292 ultra clear low odor. I'm still getting used to it as far as the way it injects and heats and everything. The last thing is a while back I molded up some tails for those hammers. Actually thinking about red. I may mold up some red, but right now I'm thinking this is the color. Well, I actually went ahead and got all my ingredients off the shelf already. I got all the gold flake that I need, my black hex, and I got some 109 green pumpkin. And for side 2, like I said, is pretty much my go-to recipe for June bug. I'm gonna use emerald green. There's so many different greens, but today I'm gonna use emerald green because I needed the 40 and the really fine 115, and I wanted to match. So that's all I had in emerald green. So the only green I had in 015 hex was emerald, so I decided to stick with emerald green. So as far as greens go, I mean, just right here I got Kelly green, evergreen, and this green pumpkin. There's so many different greens, you just got to use your imagination to where it comes out the way you want it. Before I get started, I still want to remind everybody about my 200 subscriber giveaway on YouTube. So got all the baits all dressed right, ready to package up and send it out to 2 lucky winners. Get a little shot of them in the sunshine where you can see them in a natural light. Couldn't do this the other day because it's too overcast. So just remember, if you want to enter to win those swim baits, just go to my last video I posted. is titled 200 subscriber giveaway, and follow the instructions and they could be yours. So one more thing I wanted to show you was the 292 formula. It has just the right amount of sag. See how that tail flops like that but don't bend? That gives a good action, I think, and same with these. See how you still got good tail action, but it's just a little bit stronger. Then like what I used to use is 242 or even 262. All right, we're ready to build side one, which is actually going to be the June bug color. So there's going to be 20 drops of Lure Works Black Grape. All right, now remember I used to put 40 in there, but my tastes have changed. Lately I've been on this kick of wanting more of a translucent base. Let's see what that looks like on the white. Yeah, see that? I want to be able to see through it like that. So for this 040 hex, I used a half inch, not a half inch. I used a 1/2 tablespoon, but so I'll put two of these quarters in, and it comes out to be a little bit more just for the heaping effect. But I only want one of this 015 because it's so fine. It really, I don't put this in the June bug. June bug recipe don't really call for this fine flake, but for what we're going for today, I think this is what we want. This Texas Gold Rush. So that's going to be considered the top color or the back. I think that's looking good. I should have done it out here with the sun shining, huh? Let's see what that looks like. See how it's a little bit more translucent than if I would have did the full 40 drops. That is exactly what I was looking for right there. Now we're set for side two, or the belly, which is going to be 109 green pumpkin. We're going to use 20 drops. All right. All right, then. And then all the flake is going to be a half a teaspoon. Let's just start with a 062 gold. .015 gold. And then 040 black. That's the most commonly used black flake for me. Get all that stirred in. Is that not a busy color or what? See what it looks like up against the top color. This might be too busy. This might actually scare the fish away, huh? I'm just gonna have to take another spin in the microwave. Probably 30 seconds will do it. So while I got the plastic in there heating up to get the injection temp, I was noticing this would have been the top and bottom originally, but since I lightened up the top color so much, I think I'm gonna flip it. Now, as far as the phantoms and the tubes go, they don't have a top and a bottom, so it'll be all right. But the hammers, I think I'm gonna make that the top color. We'll see how that looks. All right, so while the plastic's taking its final spin, I gotta set up the vise. I have these my injectors, the blending block, and the molds all heating up to about 95 degrees. Keep everything flowing really well. In order to get everything to work right, the hammers are going to be the highest mold. We'll see. I got the tail set in there, and the belly. The belly, I want it to come my way, so it's going to be this way. Phantoms, it don't really matter, but I got to set it up on a shim so that it sits high. And the same with the tubes. I got another shim block down there to keep all the. Now I got them all flush. It's gonna work. It's gonna work better with the blending block. So I want to keep the belly side or the bottom facing this way, and then I can just turn it like this because it really don't matter for these two. I'm gonna start off injecting this in this manner right here. So both cups of plastic are about 350, and nice and liquid. They seem like they're gonna flow easy. So I think we're about ready. Almost forgot to flip it. I get carried away sometimes. Might have been some funny looking tubes, I think. That's cooling now. Let's take a look at the blending block. It's kind of cool how the way that delivers that plastic like that. All right, well, I believe these are cool enough. So this stuff on top, I usually just cut it off so nothing sticks together. And it's I just throw this stuff in my little bucket, and I'll use that for remelt. I'll make some color out of it. Still a little warm, but I think they're good enough. Let's see how these tubes came out first. All right. Four-inch tubes in Texas Gold Rush. That is a very busy color, isn't it? I'm not really going to say what I think about it yet. It might be too blingy for me. All right, let's take a look at these hammers. These things are almost 5 inches long. Well, that's not too bad. I'm glad I switched it around. I like this acting as a top. Keep that June bug on the bottom. And that tail is that tail's gonna look good flipping through the water. A lot of action on these things. See how thin that gets right there? That's a lot of, there's gonna be a lot of kick. So last, let's take a look at these Phantoms. I think they're gonna be all right. This mold is always laminated well. It's been a pretty good one for me. They make this in a core shot mold now, which I wish I had. So that's Texas Gold Rush, but to be honest with you, I just don't think I like it that much. I mean, it looks good, but it's not my kind of color. The waters I fish in. But it laminated well. It's just a very, very busy color. I mean, look at that. Whoops. That is one very busy color. So one of the last things we got to do before I call it a day is cut these tubes. So my blades are getting quite dull. Having to put a little bit more effort into it than normal. But they, cutting through the glitter and everything, it really dulls them out fast. So it's normally a little bit easier than this. So we got one more on there. right. So there you go. See a lot of them. A lot of little, they didn't quite cut so well, but they're still going to look okay in the water. I normally get a better cut on them than that. So here's another little trick I learned from some bait makers, watching some YouTube. Actually, I learned this on Instagram. See, I like to let these things hang for about 24 to 48 hours before I bag them up. But in the past, and the only reason these three are down here like this is because I forgot my new trick. But I'd lay them down like that and see what happens. See if I can show you. See how it's not laying right? And these things don't like to stand up. Like those swim baits, those open pores like this, see how nice and neat they just stand up? Well, these things flop over. They're not very stout. So when they flop over, then they cure kind of in that bent look. And I went ahead and cut the sprues off of these before I remembered what I was doing. But this is how you should let them cure. Let them hang like this. So I learn something new every day, so I just thought I'd pass that on to you guys. As far as the old Phantoms, they fine like this. And then the tubes, they'll just hang up there like that. Well, that's about it for me today. I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to win those Hypershift swim baits, just go back to my last video and watch it, follow the instructions, and get your name in the list. And I'll be doing a drawing in about 7-8 more days. I'll have to look at the calendar, and I'll let y'all know when the drawing's going to be. Well, until next time, I hope you guys stay safe. If you're over here in Texas, I hope y'all are enjoying this great weather we're having. It's almost like somebody turned on that air conditioning in the sky. It's feeling pretty good right now. Well, it's about that time. You know what I'm going to say. I'm the old tired veteran. You guys got to get out there and go fishing. Take some kids fishing. Get to making your own baits, because there ain't nothing in the world like catching fish on your own lures. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.